The road we walked to get here has been long, and in walking it, we are no longer the person we were before. It feels like only yesterday we were a fresh-faced Confederate magistrate fighting to establish peace in the chaos of the fringe worlds. No fear of being slaughtered by the Zerg swarm. No terror at seeing Protoss warships darken the sky. Now we're a master of warfare, caught up in the swells of galactic revolution. And at our hand, the Confederacy is no more. How many planets? How many billions have been lost to the Zerg's hunger, or to the Protoss' callous genocide? And what was it all for? Mengks has proven his own cursed humanity, that he is no better than the Confederates he's overthrown. Another tyrant, making the people who trust him mere cogs in the machine of his grand design. But a man always has a choice, and just because he believes himself our superior, that doesn't mean we have to be complicit in his tyranny. Innumerable souls he has sacrificed in his name, including his most faithful lieutenant, Sarah Kerrigan. For Raynor, enough is enough. He wants out, and he wants us to go with him.
I'm gone, and you better come with me. There's no telling who Arcturus will screw over next.
Any one of us could be Mengsk's next necessary sacrifice. As the Sons of Korhal convene in the Hyperion, the adjutant confirms that all contact with Kerrigan's forces in New Gettysburg has been lost.
The fleet has lost contact with the ground forces at New Gettysburg. General Mengks has ordered the immediate disengagement of the Korhal fleet from the Tarsonian system.
As the Korhal fleet prepares to leave Confederate space, Mengks sends his congratulations to us, his voice beaming with pride at what horrors we have wrought.
Gentlemen, you've done very well. But remember that we've still got a job to do. The seeds of a new empire have been sown, and if we...
As Mengks begins to wax poetic about having sown the seeds of a new empire, Raynor cuts him off and shuts down his moment of triumph.
hope to
To hell with you!
Immediately, Mengks becomes cold,
You're making a terrible mistake. Don't even think to cross me.
icily reminding us that he has sacrificed much to get this far, and that he will not abide traitors.
I have sacrificed too much to let this fall apart.
You mean like you sacrificed Kerrigan?
Raynor shoots back the betrayal is exactly what he did to Kerrigan.
You'll regret that.
It's become clear that on the path Mengsk is going down, he has no intention of letting anyone stand in his way.
You don't seem to realize my situation here. I will not be stopped. Not by you, or the Confederates, or the Protoss, or anyone.
Intoxicated by his own power, he would rather burn all he has done to cinders, rather than allow anyone to threaten his new regime.
I will rule this sector, or see it burnt to ashes around me. If you try to get...
As Mengks begins to monologue about how much of a villain he has become, the adjutant alerts us that our forces are ready to move out. Raynor immediately cuts the feed, silencing the mad tyrant mid-speech.
The fleet is prepped and ready, Commander, awaiting orders.
The hell with him. We're gone.
There's no rest for the weary, and before we can make our escape, there is one more obstacle put in our way by the good General Duke.
It appears that General Duke has successfully activated Tarsonis' primary defensive weapon, the ion cannon. The cannon must be shut down if any escape attempt is to be made.
As we ready our ships to depart, the adjutant informs us that General Duke has reactivated a long, silent Confederate weapon, the ion cannon. This gargantuan planetary defense battery can drop any ship near Tarsonis out of orbit with its ionic blasts. Mengsk never had any intention of letting us leave alive. In an ironic twist, we must now fight through the Sons of Korhal's forces, those soldiers we once fought beside.
Commander, looks like we're on our own. It's funny. Seems like yesterday Arcturus was the idealistic rebel crusader. Now he's the law and we're the criminals. Kills me to know that we helped him achieve his goals of conquest.
Raynor reflects that it feels like only yesterday that Mengsk was a symbol of rebellion, a new justice to rally behind. We, in our naivete, helped him realize his goals, and will never be able to undo that cold reality. Rayner's last words to himself before entering the battlefield are those of regret. Regret over the fate we sleepwalked Kerrigan into.
Damn it. I shouldn't have let her go alone.
Our vanguard is small, but ready to assess the crucible now in front of us. On one side, General Duke and his Alpha Squadron, and on the other, Mengks' elite guard. While we could drive deep into their forces and try to wipe out their bases, we recognized that a more tactical approach would be an all-out blitz on the orbital platform where the ion cannon is housed. With the full array of the Terran military-industrial complex at our disposal, nothing is impossible. After all, Mengks only got this far because of our rapid cunning and strategic dominance. Let's see how he likes it when we turn it against him. Given our circumstance, we decide to completely rout the enemy forces. If Mengks wished death upon our forces, then we shall return the gesture on all those he sends before us. Immediately, we are assaulted by enemies from both ground and air.
You want a piece of me, boy? Excellent. Commencing. Affirmative, sir. You want a piece of me, boy? Let's roll. Give me some.
Science vessels deploy to irradiate our infantry, while ghosts infiltrate unseen and devastate us with nuclear fire.
Excellent. Let's roll. Affirmative, sir. Excellent. Affirmative, sir.
And lockdowns to immobilize our vehicles.
Your forces are under attack.
But we are undaunted. Rayner rallies our men as we shake off wave after wave, never giving in to defeat. We move a small squad north to begin an expansion and get us close to dealing with General Duke. In an almost nostalgic sense, we decimate the Alpha Squadron. Duke has never been able to compete with our strategic guile, and once again, we wipe out his troops. Between nukes, a rush of infantry, and artillery support, their base falls quickly.
Greetings, Command. Absolutely. Outstanding. Rock and roll.
With his pet out of the way, Mengks stands no chance. We bring a couple battle cruisers into the foray and see his so-called elite guard fall before us.
Excellent. Commencing. Orders, sir. Destination. Proceeding. Moving.
Your forces are under attack.
Need latitude, sir.
Engage. Set a course.
The ion cannon platform itself has a perimeter lined with missile defense systems, along with a few infantry units as a last bit of defense.
Receiving transmission.
Our scouts initially reported a bigger resistance, but those troops must have been spent attempting to stop us. Our determination is not broken. We keep up the assault and finally level the ion cannon. With it out of commission and the skies clear, we break through the core hull blockade and jump away from the space around Tarsonis. The future uncertain. All we can do now is turn our backs on Mengks' newfound Terran dominion. The cold quiet of space reminds us that both Raynor and ourselves must decide who we really are, what we fight for, and to prepare for the dark future ahead.
Fellow Terrans, I come to you in the wake of recent events to issue a call to reason. Let no human deny the perils of our time. While we battle one another, divided by the petty strife of our common history, the tide of a greater conflict is turning against us, threatening to destroy all that we have accomplished. It is time for us as nations and as individuals to set aside our long-standing feuds and unite. The tides of an unwinnable war are upon us, and we must seek refuge upon higher ground lest we be swept away by the flood. The Confederacy is no more. Whatever semblance of unity and protection it once provided is a phantom, a memory. With our enemies left unchecked, who will you turn to for protection? The devastation wrought by the alien invaders is self-evident. We have seen our homes and communities destroyed by the calculated blows of the Protoss. We have seen firsthand our friends and loved ones consumed by the nightmare Zerg. Unprecedented and unimaginable though they may be, these are the signs of our time. The time has come, my fellow Terrans, to rally to a new banner. In unity lies strength. Already many of the dissident factions have joined us. Out of the many, we shall forge an indivisible whole, capitulating only to a single throne. And from that throne, I shall watch over you. From this day forward, let no human make war upon any other human. Let no Terran agency conspire against this new beginning, and let no man consort with alien powers. And to all the enemies of humanity, seek not to bar our way, for we shall win through, no matter the cost.